Hello, how's it going? So today it's Total Body 3. Now last time I said Total Body 3 was actually Total Body 2. It was 2 days ago. This is the same workout that I did last week, but this is week 8. So the week 7 we did it. Um, I'll be using a pull-up belt and slash dip belt, one of those things you can add weight to your midsection. Basically, it will start off with, my favorite, barbell hip thrusts. Supposedly really good for the glutes, so I guess I have to do that one. I need all of the glutes and quads work I can get. So apparently I'm terrible at squats. So I got weighted dips, weighted chin, and then we do a couple of, we do a superset. That's basically a plate press out. I'll do that stuff over in the PT zone. And then, so I think I can do a lot of these in groups, other than the hip thrust. The good thing about the hip thrust is there's a lot of benches. So hopefully I should be able to find something. I just need one bar and one bench, and I should be able to do the work. It's just a matter of finding a spot to do it where I'm not in people's way. So, especially if I'm trying to do it, like of course. Right? Let's get going. All right, so like I said, this gym is pretty busy most of the time. So I'm always looking for a spot to do this stuff. So there are 2 benches over here. I should be able to make this work. Well, they do have, actually it's going to be tricky to do, because although there's 2 benches, the only bars available are the ones on these racks. So, don't know how. I guess I could do it on a rack. It's going to be a guided lift, but I think it's doable. I think I actually did it this way before. So I'll try and see how this goes. This new phone is really heavy, so I gotta, if I don't, put my tripod to the test. All right, we're gonna put the bench right here, I guess. I would rather use be honest, I would rather use a free bar. What this should do. See, I don't know if I can get this close enough though. Maybe. They do have a pad. They have pads. I'm going to try using a pad too, so you can put more weight on with the pad. Just the other option is I can go get a bar. I prefer a bar. You know what? I could do a bar. Let's do that. And so actually, I'll be nice and out of the way with this too. So let's get this going. And I'll go get a bar for this one. I'm not walking too far away. Disconnecting my headset. Yeah, that'll look fine. So, get some starter weights on there so I can get the bar off the ground. All right. Now so I can leave this rack for somebody to use this rack. stand and stay completely out of the way. So I'm going to do like I usually do. I'm going to start with a light weight just because I don't agree with the start with your heaviest weight option. And everybody's got their thing, but I prefer to kind of like let my muscles know what they're in for. But I am going to try something different. I'm going to try and use one of those hip pad things. Now I know a lot of people are like, oh, you don't need that. Be a man. Screw that, man. That hurts my hips. This thing sits on my bone, on the bone of my hip flexors right up here. And I don't know, I'm just thin there or something. I don't have any meat. You got meat in plenty of other places, but that's not one of them. So, yeah. All right. So I do notice that he does this sitting up against the side of the bench. So, I don't think it really matters. I like to do it on the end of the bench. So this is the same thing, doing 4, 8, 16, and then a 2-minute AMRAP. But this one doesn't count. This is just me engaging the muscles, putting them on notice that they're getting worked. Plus, it'll let me know if this part of the bench is going to work, because this bench, I'm just like right in the middle of it. I think I'm kind of off middle on my bar, to be honest. Definitely light, but definitely preferred. Like I said, I like to wake the muscles up. And I do think I like this pad too. Pad definitely makes it more bearable. Of course, I do a lot lighter weights. Okay, so I don't remember what my 4-rep max is. I'll probably have to take a look. But I know it's over 200 and some. So, 4-rep. One set of 4-rep max. And then we got to do a 4-rep max AMRAP. I am going to move this bar over a little bit. It's a little close to this thing. And I don't want it to be. It's 225, but I know I was like probably 250, I'm guessing. Let me take a look at my previous history. Oops. Didn't want that one. Right. I'm not even logged into the workout today. Thought I was. Oh, something's wonky here. Right. There we go. Why did it change orientation on me? I didn't do anything. Camera changed its orientation. Probably because I had to turn it. Alright, never mind. Alright, there we go. Back to it. Let's just see what my previous workout was here. I really wish this would show you the screen, right? I have a thing on there set to show screen, but it's not working. So I apologize for that. There was just a black box last time. Last time it did anything, it was just a black box. So, history. My all right, so 255. I did 20. Well, 20 was at AMRAP. I don't count, but that's a little high, which means it's probably not my max. So let's go with 265 for my full rep. Let's see if I could do 265 today. Which would be, let's see, I got 225 on there now. If I add 50, it's 275. All right, let's do 275. I should be able to do at least one, right? 275 it is. Just because it's one plate, nice and easy to add on there. Sometimes I go with the weight that allows me to be the laziest. And if I was to go lazy down the other way, the lowest I could do would be 245. And that would be under what I'm pretty sure is my AMRAP. So let's see if I can do 275. Alright. See if I can get this thing to roll towards me evenly. There we go. Two, three, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Obviously not my 4 rep max. And obviously not my 8 rep max. So I gotta increase the weight to do my 8. Because I just did 10 at 275, which is way over my, way over my expected amount. So there's that. Okay, so let's go ahead and log that. I'll log both of those. I'm not doing a 4 rep max because I need to move on. But at least I'm finding out what my my numbers are. All right, so I did. What did I do? 135 to start. 135. And I did a quick 12, which doesn't mean anything, but it was just marking that I did something more than it asked me to. And I did 275 10 times, which tells me my 4 rep max is unknown at the moment, as I apparently can lift more than I thought. Yeah, we're still in the middle of the screen. That's a Streamlabs problem, not a phone problem. 2, I'll do 10. Alright, so let's go with, add 10 more pounds and try for 8, so that'll be 85, so throw a couple 5s on there. So, like I said, this is why I kind of think it'd be good to repeat this workout. If I repeat it, hopefully I'll know what my maxes are. So it'll be easier. So here I'm kind of experimenting. Having never really done these workouts, don't know what my max is, don't even know what I want it to be. What I mean is, like I said, I hated this. I hate this lift. So I started off really low because I was like, oh, I don't want that bar on my leg. But hopefully, you got to get over that stuff if you want to do the exercise. And you'd hope that these people that would call themselves professionals know. Hey, Imagine Joy, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Saying hi. Trying to do these I say this is one of my least favorite ones, but actually, having wimped out, I started using one of these shoulder pads that people use for squats. Actually works a lot better here. I don't ever use them for squats, but this one actually looks pretty good. So the bar, I don't feel it, so I can actually do more weight, which is the goal, right? So I had to increase the weight on this because I did 10 and on the 4 rep max, which means I didn't do enough. Yeah, you have. I haven't seen you the last couple of days. You must be getting up late or working early. All right, here we go. Let's do 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, again, a little light. I might have even been able to go past that. I only went to 85. So next time I knew. So I did 285 10 times, once again, proving that I don't know what my maxes are. Now we're going to try 16. So with this, I'm actually going to drop weight because I'm pretty sure my 16. You know what? I'm going to do 275. Let's do it. I'll just take the 5s off. Actually, you know what? This is only 5. So I went up to 280. I'm only taking 5 off. Thought I did 285, but I was supposed to put 5s, not 10, or not 2.5s. So I did 280 10 times, which again, I'm not finding my maxes. Hopefully I'll be close on this one. Gotta be 16. I think I have a little time on this one. I shouldn't have to wait too long. Give it another 30 seconds. I feel pretty good. Yeah. It's kind of hard. I'm just trying to find a place where it's not in the way. Hopefully, this is a little closer. Let me see. I have to get it further away so that I can. Let's try that. Yeah. Hopefully this is better. Yeah, that should be better. They say trying to get it both on the camera. There's the camera, and then the weights are in the way. These are tricky positioning for some of these. If I had a higher location, I could do a downward, but I don't. There's no benches or anything around here. Actually, here. Hang on. Wasting time. The workout sometimes suffer for the sake of the stream. All right, let's try this one. Let's try to go a little higher and see if I can do a little bit more top-down option. Hey, KDBW, how you doing, man? Let's see. Maybe that's better. Except I have to. Apparently, the weight of my phone is too heavy for this thing, so I'm not sure if I could get it to stay up. Yeah, it's sinking. Let's try that one. There you go. That's better. Today it's a total body 3 of the phase 3 workouts, and it's Day 54. And the first thing we have to do are these stupid barbell hip thrusts, which I tell you now that I've decided to use this pad and not try to be a tough guy without it. I find it way more doable. All right, I gotta do 16 here. Let's do this. I'm actually a little off center. I hate that, but whatever. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, so now I take another guess at what my 4 rep max is because I got to do a 2-minute AMRAP. So I did a 275 16 times, which is the number I tried to start off thinking was my 2 rep max. So let's just go with 300. It's got to be closer to my 4 rep max now. It's actually kind of surprising. So I think the reason, well, I know the reason, that I can do so much more weight on this than pretty much anything else without feeling too much strain is because you're really only using the biggest muscles, strongest muscles in your body. You're using your glutes, you're using your quads, you're using your whole upper leg area, and that's it. You're not getting your back into it, your shoulders aren't even in it, the calves barely, maybe a little support, but ultimately you're not really bringing any other smaller muscles into the workout, which is why you're able to do, why a person can do so much more on this weight. You use the biggest muscles only, and therefore the ones that really need that focus. This is why when you're doing like squats and stuff, might not be able to do as much because you're pulling in all these other muscles that are much smaller, not as strong, and so you're trying for those are for more rounded movement. But this focus is, and this is probably why Jeff says these are one of the best workouts you can do for your glutes, because your glutes actually get to work. So here we go. Gotta do 4 rep max. I gotta do a AMRAP for 2 minutes. Then I have to log all this, and we go over to the dip and pull-up bar, where I'll be doing weighted dips and pulls, weighted dips and chin-ups. So 2 minutes. Hopefully this is heavy enough. This is the heaviest I've ever tried so far, and hopefully I won't be doing 1,000 of these. How would whatever I did, like, at best you're able to do 4 the first time, right? Because it's your 4 rep max, and then you got to rest before you should be able to do 4 more. That would mean I would have done 4 reps 5 times if I was doing my 4 rep max correctly, which I wasn't because obviously I was doing too light of a weight. But 4 rep max 5 times would be like, if you figure each one takes 20 seconds, it means I was getting about a 20-second break in between. 20 seconds is not enough to recover from doing a max lift. So that just proves that whatever I did last time was way too light. Okay, so this is the heaviest yet. Got to still make sure I keep my form as best I can. Don't want my back to overarch, even though it's not a lot of stress on your back here, unless you're like trying too hard to arch it. You really still want to make sure that the weight, the core stays tight, and the effort is coming from your glutes and your quads, and not your back trying to lift. It's not an abs workout much, except for that you're trying to keep your back straight. But if these parts are doing their job, your core's not working too hard. All right, let's do this. On your marks, get set, go. One. Obviously, still not my 4-rep max. I did 12. I got a minute 20 seconds, but I'm going to add more weight. 12 is obviously not the number I'm working with here. Yeah, you want to bring it up to where your hips come pretty much straight. So your body's, hopefully I'm getting there. I think I am. Basically, I push until I feel like I can't push any farther, which hopefully is about parallel. But I can't see me. So I'm adding 20 more pounds. This is 320. One of these days I'll find my 4-rep max, but I only got 25 seconds to do this. So let's get under it. Let's get going. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so still not my 4-rep max, but a lot closer because 6 is really hard. So hopefully we'll be zeroing in on the right number pretty soon. I actually think I hit a max that time, which means I at least have a number to work with for the calculator to figure it out for me. So it has a calculator to help you figure out these numbers, but you got to hit a max. And then when you have a max, you can say, well, I did 6 times at 320. And it'll go, okay, well, your 4-rep max is this, and your 16-rep max is that. So I'm actually going to probably say 7, because I did a lot of lifts already, and I'm hoping that means I can do more than that with this. But I think it'll give me a better calculation for next time. Whew. All right, so I'm actually going to have to write 2 sets down so I show what I did on this. And then we'll go do our dips. The dips, man. Let's go do the dips. Wow. That's a good question. Good nutrition. You mean like recipes and meals, that kind of thing? Like somebody tell you what you can put together in a meal? So many places and people that could help you with that. But here's what I do. I do look at what other people say. Very important. And it's the standard. You get some vegetables in. Yeah, but you want lots of, if you're doing weight training, protein is key. Yeah. Well, the macros, that's the breakdown. The key elements in any diet are carbs, fat, and protein. So that's kind of the macro breakdown you're worried about. Now, protein and carbs only have 4 calories each. So when you're doing the math, if you've got a 300 calorie meal and it's got 10 grams of protein, 260 calories of that is not protein. It's probably mostly, other than that, it's probably carbs and fat. But you can kind of break it down because those are the key elements there. Usually those are the only 3. So everything else comes down to it's either a carb, it's a fat, or it's a protein. There are some variations to that, but mostly that's all they are. So If you break that down, you should come up with the total calories pretty close. And then there's different kinds of calories. There's your sugars, which are your simple carbs, and your complex carbs, which are your pastas and stuff like that. Here, let me log this, and I'll talk some more as I go to the next exercise. Before I forget what I did. All right, so I did 135, 275, and then I did 270, which wasn't much of a drop. Actually, no, I did 280. Oh, okay, so I did an extra one. So I did here, and here. Let's do that. $280. What did I do for 280? 280, I did 10 again, I think. Actually, I think I did even more than that, but I think I did 12. And then I did my 16, which I only went down 1 to 275. And I did 16 more of those. And then I did a weird AMRAP where I actually had 2 different weights. I did 300. 10 times, which was probably obviously not my 4 rep max. And then I did 320 6 times, which I think was really close. So you can put notes in here, or you could say, this weight wasn't enough or whatever. And then you can look at it in the future and go, oh, there we go. All right, there we go. So, anyway, when you're doing your, I'm going to put my weights away while I talk. So, with your, now with protein, a lot of people who are exercising a lot, if you're doing weights, if you're doing anything like, real physical, if you're doing cardio a lot, you need a lot of carbs because you're burning a lot of energy, and your body needs the carbs in order to do that. So if you're doing a lot of that, you need lots of carbs to offset the energy you're burning. But even then, you still need to make sure you're getting enough protein. Now, that's where things get tricky, because depending on one of the many fitness professionals or those people out there who think they know best, there's a huge debate as to how much protein you actually need. Some bodybuilder websites that say you need anywhere from 1 to maybe even over 1 gram of protein in your daily diet for every pound that you weigh. Now that's the high end. Some go a little bit more than that even. Others will say you need 1 gram of protein for every pound of muscle, which is a little bit different and much harder to calculate, but oftentimes comes out, that's going to be less, obviously, because if you're pretty light, you're not going to have as much need for the protein. Some say you do a percentage based on pounds of muscle. Again, a pain in the rear to calculate, so don't bother with that. If you look at like general nutrition of the average person, where they don't have, where you're just trying to stay healthy, stay fit, their recommendation there is typically about 1 gram of protein per kilogram, which is every 1.8 pounds or something like that. So basically almost 1 for half. So this is why it's so complicated to know how much protein am I supposed to get in my diet. I personally, I shoot for somewhere in the middle for a bodybuilding exercise or whatever. So um, I'm usually trying to shoot. I weigh about 180 some. I'm typically shooting for between 130 and 180. Just somewhere to land in there. I feel like I'm getting enough protein that way. But then the trick is, are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to gain weight? Um, a lot of fitness professionals will tell you, hey, if you're trying to gain muscle, don't worry about your weight. Just eat. Get your protein in. And you should even have maybe a surplus. You're going equal or greater to what you're trying to maintain. They'll tell you have to have the mass to actually gain muscle. Others will tell you it is possible to not gain mass or not gain, unwanted fat and just change your body composition. Like if you're trying to say your body weight is, say you weigh about 180, and you're happy with weighing 180. So if you're happy with weighing 180, and you know that you're definitely not as strong as you could be, like you got a long way to go, then some people would say, well, I'm just going to eat enough to stay at 180, but I'm going to eat all the protein I need and work out heavy and try to change my body composition. So basically, you stay right at your calorie goals. Now, calorie goal should always be increased by the amount of effort or workout you're doing. So if you exercise and burn, 1,500 calories in a day off of the workout only, then you should probably be adding about 1,500 calories to your diet. So that's a lot. Okay, so a typical 45 minutes to an hour workout is only going to burn maybe 400 calories. It does not burn as much calories as, say, you will not burn as much calories doing weights as you will doing carbs. But here's the thing, muscle burns more than fat. So if you have more muscle in your body, when you're just sitting around doing nothing, the muscle's going to do more for you. As far as burning calories go. So your non-activity burn is going to go up the more fit you get. So cardio does not necessarily work with you as far as that goes. It just gives you more calorie burn, but without much gain to go with it. Me, I'm typically I typically take in 2,500 to 3,000 calories a day. That's my typical range, my goal. It depends on how much exercise I do. Again, I do some cardio. I don't do very much lately. I used to do a lot more. I was trying to stay capable of running a marathon, which is what I've done. Let's see. Can this get? It's almost straight up. Let's see how that works. So now I gotta do dips and chin-ups, and we're gonna just do one or the other at a time. It's not a superset, but my base goal, like if I do no, so I'm trying to believe in the expert opinions that say you can change body composition. So I'm not trying to gain weight. I weigh about 185 right now, and I know my body composition currently has me at about 39% muscle, which is, kind of I'd like to get that up to about 43, 44, 45%, but I'm basically sitting at the same body composition pretty much all the time. I have that at the same body percentage. I think I feel like I'm getting stronger, so it's not like there's been zero. I don't know how I can be getting stronger. I guess the muscles I have are getting better rather than getting bigger. So I'm not gaining muscle percent, but I'm obviously doing something. because I'm getting stronger, but I'm not changing body fat or body composition. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. I have a I have two body fat analyzation machines. I have a scale, and I have uh, one of those arm hand ones. And I have to believe they know what they're talking about, at least partially. All right, so this is supposed to be 4 rep max. We'll see. I have this is just add it to your body weight is what I do. So I weigh 185. So this would be let's see, 210, 255. Hopefully it's my 4 rep max. We'll see. So I'm going for form as much as I can. So I'll go slow and steady if I can. All right, so I did 6. Not quite 4 rep max, but not as bad as it could be. You know, it is. If I go more than a couple days without working out, I get jittery. I start getting all kinds of extra energy. It's almost like I get that caffeine high almost if I don't work out. Because my body's like, I have all this energy. When are we going to go burn it? And I'm like, not today, man. Today's a day off. Like, oh, man. Okay, so that's 255. 6 times. Let's go ahead and log it. So what time is that? 37:10. So about 38. Let's go ahead and log. Yeah, if you do a lot of bench press, triceps are stronger than you think. Most people don't try to do dips with with a belt, and I just recently got a belt, and it's kind of a new experience for me. So I'm not used to doing that much weight myself. Yeah, I've done multiple days, um, multiple workouts in a day, 2 days, but usually only when I like have some kind of a thing. Like I joined one of those clubs where you get 30 days, where you could do their HIIT workout for 30 days. You get unlimited access to the gym. So to get my free 30-day value, actually it was like, was it free? No, I don't even know if it was free. It was more, maybe it was like a $50 for the month or something. Or no, it was probably free. I don't know. It was cheap. So it had to be cheaper than $50. That's a monthly gym membership. No. Anyway, I made sure I went. I went there 5 days a week to get my to get value. So I was going my normal workout in the morning, and then I went to this gym in the afternoons. Or like if I'm training for like a marathon and I need to run twice in a day just to kind of get my runs in. Oops, you know what? I didn't. I put the same weight on. I was only supposed to put the 45 on. Screw it. Let's see if I can do 8 of these. I know this is more than my last one, but sometimes once I wake up my muscles, I'm actually stronger. Doing that first set. Let's see. I might be full of hooey, but 8 times. Okay, that was rough. I probably should have. Oh no, man. I mean, if I did it right, that was 8. But I think a couple of those are a little weak. I have to do 16 on this next one, which tells me next time I have to go up on the 4 rep max, because obviously I just did 4 rep max and I did it 8 times. So that's probably closer to my 8 rep max. So we'll take 25 off for the 16. I gotta do the 16 times. Give myself until another minute and 20 seconds of rest. I'm gonna do 16. And then I have to go find a 45-pound plate. Actually, while we're standing around, let's go get a 45-pound plate. That's gonna be my 4 rep max for my AMRAP. I don't want to do more than 2 plates. It's a pain in the rear to put more than 2 plates on that thing. There. I will say though, 2 plates that are the same size is a lot easier than 2 plates that are not. So hopefully that'll be less of a pain. All right, so I got 2 45s for my AMRAP. Let's go ahead and log this mess. There the dips. Alright. And I did 255 again because I wasn't paying attention, but taught myself that my max is higher than I thought. And let's see. Did I not do it all? I hope your one more came in at 7 and I actually did it. But we'll see. All right, here we go. I gotta do let's see here. The hinge on this thing doesn't much like being 90% back. All right, so only 45. I gotta do 16. It is way lighter though. Feels a lot lighter. It's a big difference at 25 pounds. 16 is a lot, very cardio. All right, 17. Just to show that just because I felt like it. Now I gotta do the AMRAP. AMRAP's gonna be tough. So with this one, it definitely does make your muscles pop when you're doing the workout. All right, so this is an AMRAP with a new max for me. This is 20 pounds heavier than I did earlier. It's gonna be really heavy. I gotta really watch it because my shoulder's been weird. That's why I'm trying to lean back as much as I can while I'm doing these. because I don't want my elbow going too far behind my back. It puts a lot of stress on the shoulder. So if I can lean forward while I'm doing these, I can still get the full push on it without over angling my shoulder or my elbow. No, it doesn't hurt. All right, let's do this. Has it been 2 minutes? Probably not. But I do got to I'll set my timer. And probably by the time I get the thing buckled up around my side and ready to start, it will have been 2 minutes. This is gonna be hard. I'm already afraid of this. Even if this is my 4 rep max, my arms are tired from the last couple of things. So this might be an appropriate 4 rep max in that I may only get 3 or who knows, 2. Because my arms should be tired after the last couple of exercises. And if they aren't, which they are, then I'm doing something wrong. £45 plates are nice though. They're easy to put on. I don't have to squat down as far. Alright. This is in the right spot. Back up. Step up. Alright, here you go. Gotta really watch my shoulder. Left shoulder, stressing. So maybe I won't be able to do as many because if I feel like I'm overstressing it, I gotta stop. Here we go. I felt like a good 4 rep max. There's 4. Alright, a minute and a half. According to my Streamlabs, it keeps saying my chat is disconnecting. Alright. Yeah, I'm really stressing this shoulder. Hopefully I'm not injuring it. Let's go. So this is 275. It's a lot of weight. That's only 3. I only got 30 seconds left. I'll try to get in another 1 or 2, but definitely found my max. All right, let's do this. Oh, that's good enough. Good enough for government work. Alright, time's up. Time wasn't up until I stepped down, but so I did 4, 3, 2, 2. Was that 11? Wow. Yeah, that's my triceps are dying. That was a tough one. Something off in my skull. Oh, stop it. Okay. I'll even have to change weights on that. So I did a single 45-pound plate for my 16, which was 130 pounds. And I did 17, which actually felt like a good number. And overall, I thought the number was pretty close to my 16 right now. We'll see when I check things out. So on this one, I did 170 or two. No, wait a minute. Holy cow! I think we got all these numbers wrong. Oh no, that's not. Never mind. Ignore me. Only the 230 was wrong. Okay. And I did 11 for the end. All right, so I'm still on this machine. Now I got to do a chin-up. Chin-ups. Yeah, 7, 9, 11. Yeah, that's what I wrote. Thanks, Imagine Joy. I appreciate it. All right, so now I got to do chin-ups, which are the underhand grip version of pull-ups. So would it be better to change the angle of this thing? I don't know, because right now the camera's right underneath me, so basically you just, right? Probably an awkward view, but whatever. So let's see how this one goes. Now my pull-up is not nearly as strong. In fact, I don't even remember what I did last time, so, or chin-up. Let me go see what I did last time. Let's see. I did 230. It says I did 230 4 times last time, which is a lot. I basically just did my body weight for the 16. Oh, okay, so normally my tracking app is JFit. I use JFit for all of my workouts that don't have a way to track, which really is all my workouts, except on doing it every in JFit, and I've been using JFit for years. It's a good app, but I got tired of double entry, and I wanted to track it here on this app. So AthleanX's website, when you're doing the workouts, has a tracking and a tracking for each exercise. And then when you do them again, you can click on history and it'll show you the history. So I'm just going to do it inside the AthleanX app for now. So that's what I'm using for this workout, for the AthleanX stuff, because they have that stuff built in. And it's just easier. Yeah, you mentioned Body Space before. And no, I'm not on Body Space. I don't. Okay, I think I've rested long enough. It looks like a social network for bodybuilders. So I didn't even realize you could track your workouts there. But no, I like JFit. I think JFit is awesome. You can connect with friends, and if you do decide you want to try JFit, you're welcome to connect connect with me and see what workouts I'm doing when I log them. And my username on JFit is Taxeon, Taxeon. If I remember, when I put this on YouTube, I will put it on there. But yeah, my JFit username is Taxeon, Taxeon. And if you're asking me what that is, that's a game. That's one of my game names I came up with years ago, and I use it for a lot of stuff. That and Zypher and different versions of those. I like my game names often have X's and Z's and other awkward letters in them because they're unusual. All right, chin up time. This is 230 again. I got to do 4. Sure. Oh yeah, I hate this thing. I forgot how much I hate these rubber grips. All right, 236 times, close enough. Now we got to do 8 times, so I'll lower the weights. Kind of feel like a sumo wrestler walking with this thing between my legs. Maybe last time. No, I did 4 reps last time, so that's more this time, right? Let's see. That. 230. 6 times, which is more than 4 times. Math. Okay, so with this AthleanX, the rule is some exercises he tells you how many reps to do based on and using the percentage of your max because he wants you to hit certain numbers. And then other ones, which is one of the other some of the other things he does, is he says do these sets with this max weight, which is like your rep max. So like here I'm doing a 4 rep max, an 8 rep max, a 16 rep max. That does not mean do 4, 8, and 16. The idea is that you're going to do as many as you can at that weight. So if it's a 4 rep max and today you find yourself doing 6, then do 6. If it's your 4 rep max and you can only do 3, then do 3. But the idea is that you're always going as far as you can, as many as you can. So that's how the rep max. So he's not telling you how much weight. He's not telling you how much weight and how many reps. He tells you what rep max to use, and just do what you can. Now, I commonly, just because when I normally work out, I commonly do numbers. I just pick a number. I do a number of reps. But yes, you should be picking numbers. When you do numbers like that, you're like saying I'm going to do 15. You shouldn't hit 15 and feel like you could do 20 because you're not getting the work. You want your muscles to feel like that set wasn't a waste. If you can do 20 and you only do 15, then your muscles are like, well, that wasn't even, you don't even break down the muscles. The muscles are like, well, that's well within my range. I'm not straining. So you really want to push those limits of your muscles when you work out. It's about getting quality lifts, whether it be doing 4 to 10 or 10 to 20. I mean, you want to get full effort lifts. All right, so I gotta try and do 8 here. This is 20 pounds lighter, so it should be doable. Got 11. 210. I don't know if that was, it's more than I did last time. I don't know if it's more than I could do. Um, you know, if you work out regularly and you make sure you get enough protein, make sure you get protein during and at the very least immediately after your workout. Some say you should even get it before your workout. You get enough in there and you work out regularly. The first days of a workout are always going to be painful. Your muscles aren't going to, they're going to be in shock. But if you're doing working out regularly and you're getting your protein, soreness is going to be minimal. Hopefully, I like it when I feel it a little bit. Like if the next day I can just feel a little twinge, the muscles are obviously tight and challenged. Next day, a little achy. It's rare. The only time I'm really in a lot of pain is when I hit a muscle I haven't hit in a week or something. And I'm like, oh yeah, or I do a new exercise that was just something I haven't done before, and the muscle really hurts. Those are usually when I feel any real pain. True achiness in a day or two is kind of rare for me these days. Doesn't happen very often because I work out so regularly, but you will get to the point where muscle pain afterwards is minimal, generally. All right, so let's track that one. I'm gonna look at my history again. I want to see if that number was above. So I did 230 6 times, and then oops, what did I do? And then I did 210 10 times. Anyway, so the point of getting the protein is the protein actually helps with muscle recovery, and what it doesn't necessarily eliminate soreness, but it'll speed it up. It'll like kind of get it, you recover faster, basically what I'm saying. Get that build in there, give your body the equipment it needs to fix itself, and you won't be sore as long or as intensely. Did I do 12 or 11? I think I did 11. All right, on to the next thing. So I gotta do 16. I don't want to do body weight. That means I need to go get another plate. Dang it. Okay. And hopefully I'm not pushing my luck, but I'm gonna try and do body weight plus 10. I got a lot of weights to put away when I'm done here. This one should be pretty easy to put on. I probably don't even need to bend over for this one. Use the little 10-pounder. You know, I should probably add a couple of pounds because in reality, this belt, this chain, probably weighs a solid 2, 3, 4 pounds. This weight, adding 10 is almost not worth it because my belt almost wants to slide off. There's not enough weight to hold it against me. So we'll see. if I'm doing this, my belt suddenly slides to the ground. You'll know that it was probably too light because my back is barely holding this up. It's not pinching the belt as much as it normally would. All right, 16. I've been wanting to use these mountain climber grips, but I don't think my hands are strong enough. I'm going to try at least 1 or 2 just because I want to try it. All right, that's it for the mountain climber grips. There's 10. I got 6 more. Ah, that was actually pretty hard. All right. 195, 16 with a tiny pause in the middle, but I won't record the pause because it was tiny. Now I got to do the forward. Now I got to do the AMRAP. That's going to be killer. All right. It was challenging for sure. 195. But I'm not a great example of somebody who knows how to do pull-ups. I mean, as far as people who know how to do pull-ups can do crazy amounts. I just don't have I'm just not very strong at pull-ups for some reason. Getting better though. Definitely improved in recent months. Again, like I said, I feel like I'm getting stronger. I'm just not changing my body weight composition. All right. The muscles I do have are I'm making quality muscles out of my not so quality muscles, I guess. So my body says, oh, hey, make the muscles you have better before I start building more. I'm not going to start building and wasting energy on new muscles if the ones you have aren't even built yet. All right, so now I got to do my max, which is 245. What did I do? I did 6. Probably not technically my 4 rep max, but 6 is pretty low, and I'm pretty tired. So I'm going to go with 6, or with the 45-pound plate. So let's just do that. Man, I've got half the gym over here, man. Okay. Has it been 2 minutes? Probably, huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, here we go. We got to do too many. Oh, yeah, I know. Getting stronger definitely builds motivation. It's like, hey, I'm getting somewhere. I just wish I could say that the scale and the body weight analyzer agree with me. Actually, I'm actually gonna go meet with a physical trainer next Tuesday for an assessment. So he's gonna do weights and he's gonna do like body caliper, body fat. The ones I'm using those little electronic scales, which aren't necessarily considered all that accurate, but we'll see. It's been consistent, so at least what it does the same. It's not like bouncing all over the place. But it could be that it doesn't measure right because the hand one and the foot one measure differently. All right, I've wasted time. Like my hand one will say I'm about 15 something body fat, and then the foot one says I'm like 21. So the thought is probably somewhere in the middle, probably about 17, 18, because my upper body has got less fat on it than my lower body. So somewhere in the middle. Some would say the foot one's more accurate because you got more body at the bottom half than you do at the top. There's less of you. All right, here we go. As many as I can. Oops, let's start the timer. Oh, this is going to go really long. Box, timer, go. All right, that's 5. I don't know how much, when you're doing these, it's like, do you just keep going and maybe get 1, 1, 1, 1? Or do you take a little break and try for some numbers that are more than 1? Because if I took a 5-second break, I could probably jump up there and do another 1. But I don't know. The idea is as many as you can in 2 minutes. So as soon as you feel like you have energy to do some, it's a good time to start. Okay, that's 3. I'm at 8. 50 seconds left. No, I'm not at 8. No, 5 and 3 is 8. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'd like to get 2 more in, 2 more sets of something. So I need to have break time. Crap. Okay, I think that was a 0. I don't even think I got all the way up. All right, see if I can get 1 in. I've got about 20 seconds, 15 seconds left. Come on, buddy. 1 more. 1 more. Okay. I wanna. Here's the deal. For those last 3 that were 90%, 20%, 90%, I'm gonna give myself 1. I'll give myself credit for 1, and we'll say I did 8, or I'll say I did 9, because I engaged the muscles at least. Maybe not all the way to the top, but I think I get credit for 1 for three solid attempts. So yeah, is it cheating? No, I think it's fair. I think I got. Yeah, you have to. Sometimes you can't do it. I mean, you just tried. Yeah, exactly. Somebody walks by and goes, dude, that guy's only going up 20% of the way. He can't even lift. Why is he bothering with the weight? It's like, hey, you missed the first part. You missed the first minute of this. It's all right. Oh, you think that looks bad. They have some exercises on here that they're called isometric. You do isometric exercises where you're doing stuff like pushing against a bar. You're trying to lift with your leg, but the bar is supposed to not move. You have to put it heavy enough that you can't lift it. So people walking by are just seeing you straining and you got this anger on your face trying to lift this thing. And the thing's, of course, not moving. And some people who don't do isometric exercises are like, what is that guy doing? It's obviously too heavy, dude. You can't lift it. What did I do? 230. And I did 9. I'm giving myself 9. And you can't stop me. All right, that's it for this machine. And now I got to put some weights away. And so if you're doing an ISO on something where it's clearly not going to move, it's not as weird as if you do it on something that might be able to move. Like he has these ones, ISOs, where you do it like on a cable machine. And you're doing you're just doing weight that's excessive of what you can do. So like you put the weights all the way to the bottom and you're just like pushing on the weight. And in that case, it's like, dude, you're not that buff. I mean, very clearly, it's you could do that if you put a weight on there that was realistic, but you are not because you're not supposed to. But the people walking by you don't know that, and they just think you're trying to act like you're a Hulk or something. I can lift this weight if I push hard enough. People are walking by going, not going to happen, man. So yeah, those ones truly look kind of silly. Yeah, exactly. Tough guy. Guy thinks he can wear a tank top and suddenly be able to lift the entire machine. All right. Gotta go put one more weight or two away. I mean, there's no point in leaving any weights by the pull-up machine because they don't have a dip belt here. I have to use. I had to bring my own dip belt to the club. They don't do that. Alrighty, on to the next spot. Now, hopefully, the PT zone, which varies in what bars and dumbbells it has available, has a plate I can use. So this next section is really not about strength. They said the biggest plate you can handle. Well, some gyms I've seen 55-pound plates. Um, some gyms even had 100-pound plates. This gym is not one of those. This gym is your normal common gym. What do you call it? Chain. Uh, what do you call it? Not strength. How about whatever chain, fitness chain, and they only have 45-pound plates, which is what most people have. So you are not going to find those big honking gyms. So what we do here is we're going to do a compound workout, and we go to failure. Now, failure is just you can't do anymore. And fortunately, I don't like going to failure on these workouts because it's too many reps. I don't like doing reps where I can do 50 reps. You know, if I'm going to failure and it's 50, this is a cardio workout. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what, but looking at the way he does it, I don't see how this is wrong. So whatever, I'm going to do it. We'll see how far I go. Once I get to about 30, I feel like, okay, that's enough. 30 is kind of like my cap for what I'm willing to do. Let's see here. I'm going to try to raise this up again because I'm going to be pretty much upright the whole time in this one. Let's see if this is going to fall. Yeah, it's kind of falling. Like I said, this new phone I got, it's cool, but it's also kind of heavy. And this selfie this selfie stick, it's having trouble holding up the weight. This phone probably weighs 30% more than like a normal Galaxy phone because they do full takes you. But when I have to do 30, the time it can take me is long, and I'll probably just take a couple minute break again. But I will time it just so that I can see how long it takes me. Oh, stopwatch. All right. So this first one is basically a push out. I'm going to take the weight. I'm going to kind of sit comfortably in a seated position. And then I'm just pushing the weight out like that, pushing it up and out, kind of engaging the upper chest and trying to get as much out of it as I can for K-Fit. Yep, that's the one. All right, here we go. On your marks. Get set. Go. Failure. Yeah, this is heavier today. It does feel heavier than when I did this the other day. Okay, 40. I'm pretty sure that was less than I did last. But I do have to do this other one now. No break, no rest for the weary. Now this one is just basically side-to-side lunging. Actually, wait. I think it is a step. Never mind. It's one. All right. We'll call that 24. 24 each way. Oh, yeah. Oh, my heart's beating. Nothing else. So I should take a 4-minute break. We have to do this 3 times. So going to failure 3 times. Theoretically, the number should get lower, right? If I truly went to failure on this first one. It's hard to recover that much. How's my battery doing? It's holding up good. This phone, the phone battery on this holds up good. I'm only at 50%, considering I've been streaming for, over an hour now. Let's see. Yeah, an hour and a half. So, that's pretty good. And it hasn't overheated on me yet either, which is, again, another problem I had with my S22. All right. It's only been a minute. Sometimes I gotta watch my form. I realize sometimes I let my shoulders kind of come up, and it's not. You're supposed to keep when you're doing presses and you want to keep your shoulders back and down. That's kind of what I was trying to focus on the chin-ups. Because if you keep your shoulders back and down, they actually get more motion. You know, that's where they're supposed to be. But when you start letting them roll forward, things get wonky. So, gotta watch my form. I've been doing this for a long time, and I try to concentrate on form. But I think even professionals, this is why even professionals get hurt a lot of times, lose focus. They lose a moment. You train yourself. Hopefully you get to the point where, it's subconscious to do things correctly. And that's kind of the ultimate goal, right? You train yourself, train your muscles, get those support muscles in place to the point where doing it right is the norm. It's not the exception, right? Should always be focused on your form. And if you do exercises that focus on those things, on building up the form, doing the support muscles, you will get better at not losing your form when you're doing stuff. Okay, so 2.5 minutes, close enough. I'm good. I'm ready to start this next round. Let's do this on your marks. Get set. Go. I did 40 again, but that 40 was way harder than the last 40. All right, let's do this. Next one. I don't know if that was failure, but it was failure enough. 213. Supposed to go to 4. We'll go to about 3. Whew. Very tired. Let's get a drink. So, after this, one more exercise. 3 sets to power loss, which means not failure, but loss of explosiveness. So we're gonna go really hard, as fast as we can, or explosively, not fast. You want to keep your form and keep good, but going for explosiveness. And then when you feel like you have no more, you just your last few are just getting slow and pathetic. That's when you stop. You stop before you get slow and pathetic. We'll do that 3 times, and then we'll be all done. All done. So, I think they're supposed to do dumbbells on that one. And there's not a lot of dumbbells in here, so I may have to move for the last one. You too, Imagine Joy. You have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. What time is it anyway? How late is it? That's not bad. At least I'll be done before 8:30. All right, let's get started. How much time have I wasted? Gosh, it's only been 1 minute and 45 seconds. Gosh. Glad I started a timer because I feel like it's been like 4 minutes already. All right. All right, I'm gonna give myself a little more rest. I'm not gonna. It says give yourself double the time, but I'm not doing double the time. 3 minutes, 1.5 the time is good enough. Oh. My upper arms are really feeling the fatigue on this. Which I guess is good, right? That's what they're supposed to do. Upper shoulder, upper delts, then your upper chest is kind of the focus for this lift or for this exercise. I don't think that the lungy one is. I mean, it is about just trying to get that agility motion in on your legs. All right, 3 minutes is done. Let's do one more set of this nonsense. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. On your marks. Get set. Go. One, two, 40. Did 43 times. Not 43. 40 times 3. All right. Here we go. Last one. Six. 8. 10. 12. 14. 16. 18. 22. I think there's 22. What did I do? 24, 22, 22? Or is it 24, 20, 22? Maybe I went to 20 the last one. I don't know. It's alright. I'll figure it out later. I gotta log. This is why you log it. This is why you log after every set. Because their brain is too busy trying to pump blood to their muscles. It's not trying to keep track of stuff. Making it multitask. What are you doing, man? Make me multitask? What is this? Taking all my energy away? Alright. Let's go to the final exercise. Right. One more exercise. Then we can call it a day. Now this one you go until the explosiveness is gone. We'll be going. I gotta see what I did last time. But ultimately, we'll be trying to do, I don't know. Like I said, I like it when my numbers end around 15 or less, because I just feel like I get more out of it if the numbers aren't too big. Oops. Sorry, I've got that things get upside down, man. Okay. I gotta see what I did last time though. I still gotta log those this. Okay, I mean, you know what? I am gonna take the break I need. That's right. I'm gonna record all my stuff here. Alright, so I did that. Well, this is a barbell lift. I thought this was a dumbbell one. Huh. Hang, clean, and press. Dumbbell or barbell. Oh, dumbbell or barbell. Okay. But it's still a clean and press. Maybe I'll go see if there's a machine open and I'll do this on the I'll do this on a machine. Because I like the barbell better for this exercise. Alright, let's solve this nonsense. So track. Dang it. Why is that doing that? It's driving me nuts. Oh, misaligned. Alright. 45-pound plate. 40 times. I did that all 3 times. So was it failure all 3 times? No, I probably could have done more. But I didn't. I'll tell you what though, that last 40, I felt like was probably pretty dang close to failure because I was really hurting to get to that 40th one. So maybe at least part of it was failure. Regardless, I'm pretty sure my delts are like going. That was rough. Okay. Now this one was a little different because it was a little harder to track. To be honest, we're doing a lot more steps. 45. That's the side step in one. I think I did 24 the first time. And then oh, too much sweat. Nobody wants to see that. Gross. Gross. Who wants to see all that sweat, man? Dude, you're working too hard. No, it's just hot in here. Can you really be working too hard? If you're still conscious, it's not too hard. If you're still conscious and you're not injured, it's not too hard. Too hard means you're knocking yourself out, man. That's too hard. Somebody has to drag you to your car. This guy overdid it, man. He can't walk. 22. All right, well, so much for delays. Time to go do the last one. So, normally when people put this stuff on YouTube, they'll do the workout and then they just do highlights. They're not going to get highlights with me. When I put this stuff on YouTube, you're getting all the nonsense. Okay, let's see. Is there a machine that I can use? There is, but it's one where I have to stand out in the middle of the room. So do I want to stand out in the middle of the room or do I want to use dumbbells? I think I used dumbbells last time. Nope, let's go stand out in the middle of the room. That's the plan. We're going to do a middle of the room stand. It's kind of middle of the room anyway. I mean, you have to stand out in front of the machine because the bar. You know, I never put my bar away over here. I should put my bar away. That's not being a very good gym goer. You start leaving your bar out. All right, be right back. I left mine. We'll set this here. Let's go put the bar back where I got it from. Yeah. I had to check my history, see what I did on this last time. So this is going to slow down using my 10 to 15 rep max. It says I did 75 14 times. That sounds about right, because if I'm using my 10 to 15, I landed in the middle. So 75 would be putting a 10 and a 5 on each side. So ideally, I'm losing power or explosiveness right around the 10 mark. That would be the goal. If I successfully find myself losing my explosiveness right at 10, then I stop there. I am increasing the weight. I'm going to go to 85, or not, sorry, 80. From 75, I'll go to 80. So let's see, that's 45, 55, 65, 75, 80. Yep, got the numbers right. It's 80 plus these little clamps to hold the weight on. All right, here we go. And we're off. I'm gonna start my stopwatch. See how long it takes me. It's supposed to take double the time to rest. Shouldn't take me as long. I'm not doing very many. My rest time should go really fast on this. So it's a clean and press. Oops. Alright. Losing explosiveness right at 10. So we'll stop there. So double the time. I got to about 2:30. Yeah, got 2 minute and 30-second break. Go 80 pounds 10 times. All right. 2 more sets. And about 40 seconds of rest left. Alrighty. So set this on your marks. Get set. Go. 8. Alright. Broke my momentum. Yeah, I know. knocked my knocked my heart rate monitor off. That one got a little too close to my chest. Whew. So we'll see if my heart rate stays on for the rest of this thing. Gotta remember though, I got battery low on it. So I got 9. Oops. At about 120. So get about 2 minutes and 40 seconds of break. I was slower on that one. I felt like my explosiveness was okay up to about 9. But I was losing it, so I was okay with stopping. Windy. All right, last set. Last set of the day. Kind of like to do an ab workout, but it's Friday. I don't know. I should do an ab workout, but it's 8:20. This workout still taking nearly 2 hours. It's just so long. I know I talked a little bit, got a little distracted, but still, even if I take away 15 minutes for chit chat, that's still an hour and 40 minutes. It's kind of long. One thing, okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now, unless you're just die-hard focused, dead, no stopping, keeping exact clock between your transitions between weights, between exercises is smooth, clean, and uninterfered with by the local fellow gym goers. Expect to spend an hour and 15 to an hour and a half on all the later month workouts here. You might be able to save 20 minutes to a half an hour on the early month, but these AthleanX workouts are long. There's a lot to them. The rest periods are long, which is good. I mean, you're doing strength, so you have a lot of that going on. But just keep in mind, be prepared to dedicate some time. If you want to spend, you're going to spend $100 on this workout. Expect your workouts to be long, and even though they don't do real high reps, a lot of sets, a lot of reps. The breaks between each and the number you do, which is usually around 4 or 5, or actually 3 to 4. Just expect them to take a while. That's all there is to it, man. Resist. Be prepared. It's going to take some dedication to get through these workouts all the way. All right, so we're close enough on time, a little short, but by the time I get myself actually started here, well, this is it. Final set. Let's see if I can do, 8 to 10. That's the goal. 10 would be great, but I don't know. I'll try not to hit myself in the chest this time. Marks is it. Go. I'm timing it just for the sake of knowing what I did. One more. I think 10 is good. I might have had 11 in me. Maybe I didn't push myself enough, who knows. But it was good. I was definitely burning down though. Now, I'm going to tell you what I usually do here. But first, I'm going to give you a caveat. When you're logging stuff, your log is not what you did. I mean, it should be. I mean, most of what you're logging is what you did. But what I'm saying is, your log is not what you did. What you did is what you did. Your body's only going to give you credit for what you actually did. Even if you lose track and you write down a number that's too small, or you write down a number that's too big, doesn't matter. Your body still did what it did. Write down too small just means next time you do it, you're going to say, this is easier than I remember. Because your body's probably going to improve a little bit. Hopefully you get back to it soon enough. Now, back to what I was going to do. I'm going to log that I did 10 all 3 times. And I'm going to do that because I hit myself in the chest on the low end. It lost my momentum. I did 10, the first one and the last one. And I felt like maybe I had 11 in me. Still a 10 to 15 rep max because I haven't done 15. So logging 10 just says it was a good number. But I could have probably done more. If you do the same number all 3 times, then that means your first set probably wasn't as much as it could have been. So it's just kind of a note. I do these things to give myself kind of notes. Oh, I did 10 all 3 times? Yeah, I need to do 11 or 12. Make myself push a little bit more so that the last one should be less or the same, but you're getting more reps in, so you're burned down to the same amount. So ultimately, maybe it becomes your 12 rep max, and you're doing 12, 11, 10. Hopefully you got stronger and you're doing those extra reps. All right, time for me to head in. It's 8:25. I do kind of want to. It's Friday. Call it good. I'll try and do some streaming tonight. Do some painting. So I think that's it. I'm gonna call it good. 2-hour workout. Holy moly, that's a long workout. I don't know. I normally don't do a workout this long. I got up really early to get here on time, just so I can get done by 8:30, and that's quite a bit. Hey, thanks everybody who stopped by. ADDW and I didn't even see TDL today, but it's all right. Sure he'll be around. Imagine Joy, and let's see, who else do we have? Just KDDLW and Imagine Joy. That's all right. I'm good with that. Thanks guys for stopping by, saying hi. I hope I was able to help with your questions, and with any luck, I'm not misdirecting anybody. Again, I am not a certified professional. I've been doing this for a long time. I learned from all the certified professionals by just listening to what they say and just learning to apply some of this stuff into my life. And then when I give you tips on the lifts, it's from my own experience and what I've learned as well, which oftentimes comes with experience. So that's really what you get from me. You're getting somebody who works out a lot and is just passing on my experience to you. You have a good one. Till next time. Stay fit, stay healthy. Goodbye.